Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Rose steps away to his left. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Rose over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rose flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Rose. It's caught. Block it. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now this time he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The slot man in motion right. They run it again with Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Slot man moves right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Bradford. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. On third down, Bradford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Dances by him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, Rose. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. Rose. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. To throw on second down. Rose. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He may try and run for this. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Throws. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Throws. He's going to fight. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down. Throws. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down. Rose. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
to what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Off the play fake, Bradford. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose on the screen. Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through the...
Doug Baldwin, the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Doug Baldwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played. On 1st and 10, Rose throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hicks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rose. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rose. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've come upon... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action. Now Bradford. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Bradford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Bradford again. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Good, 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 good. All right, now look at 56. Back there in that belly, here we go.
From the gun, Rose. Flush to his right. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Going for a right side here, complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
On 1st down, Rose. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. To throw on 2nd down. Rose. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Back to throw. Rose. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see if they...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 4th down, they do snap it. Bradford. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Space to run past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas rolls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On play action, Bradford. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Bradford now, caught, right side, Gresham. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A 1st down throw for Bradford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Play action now. Bradford escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys will probably express.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Hurry up, here we go.
First down, this is Rawls. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Time for a break. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? We're back to finish this one off after this. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. From the gun on 3rd down. Rose being chased. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Bradford on 3rd and 2. And he's got Gresham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Rawls will try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, switch.
One last shot now for Bradford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes, and the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes.